Okay, America, do you finally get it? Money is evil. Do you see what's happening? They want to raise the debt ceiling again, but they don't want to come to an agreement. They just want to push it down the road. But what they're not telling you is that they already know there's nothing that can be done because the dollar is worth nothing. It's nothing but stupid fiat money. Money that is worth nothing, money that is backed by nothing. There is no gold in Fort Knox. We get all our oil from Arab nations. We are not self-reliant. Do we finally understand that money is evil? Jesus Christ said, give away everything. You religious nuts may not like it, but Jesus Christ was a communist. If you had a donkey and somebody needed a donkey, you gave it to him or her, whatever happened to be the situation. And then later on down the line, when you needed it, they'd give it back to you. The community worked together. That's what real communism is. It's not Russian communism where all human rights were abused, or there was human rights violations. And it's not Chinese communism where they did the same. It's about holding your hand out to your fellow human being. Back in the beginning, it was all about bartering. The dudes who went out into the wilderness and hunted for beaver skins and all these types of things which were used for money. People traded food, water, all kinds of stuff. Gold, silver, whatever have you. But then they came up with this stupid idea of fiat money. Money is evil, and it will be the downfall of America. When this shit hits the fan and it all crashes down, there will be a civil war, and you will have to pick sides. Stand with the people or the dirty, rotten government who is in the pockets of the 13 elites. The Rockefellers and Rothschilds and what have you. All over the world. All these scummy pieces of garbage. who are responsible for the creation of money. The Federal Reserve, George Soros, all these evil pieces of shit. Always said money was evil. Nobody wanted to listen. These politicians have to be kicked out of office and put in prisons where they belong. And the elites and the corrupt corporations, we need to do the same thing to them too. Tear them down and throw them in prison. Some of them have already escaped and taken their money abroad. Transferred it and transformed it into gold and silver. That's why there's no gold in Fort Knox. They bought it all up because they saw this coming. You get your liberty back, the only way you're going to do it is to secede from the nation and have a second civil war. Take Washington down. Take the nation back. Put Joe Blow in office off the street. The Founding Fathers meant for politicians to go home after they did their job, not hang around Washington for 20 or 50 years. Read the Liberty Amendments. Until things are fixed, the president should only have one term. 6 years. Until things are fixed, House and Senate should only have one term. 8 years. Once things are fixed, then you give the president back his 2 terms. But you fix it so that there are no career politicians. They're only allowed to be in office for 12 years, then they go home. And you do the same with the Supreme Court. That's what the Founding Fathers had in mind, not this garbage. They didn't even have this money in mind either, this fiat money crap. Back in the day, you had greenbacks, debt-free money. And it was always backed by something. But all the gold and silver, that's gone now. The elites took it. The oil belongs to other nations. We don't even dig for our own gold and silver and oil and natural gas right here in America. And all the economies are tied together using evil money, evil currencies. Jesus Christ may have been a communist, but he was a good communist. He didn't violate human rights. You are your brother's keeper. You're supposed to honor your mother and father. And you are all sons and daughters of God. You dumb people just can't get it through your head, can you? You can't get rid of that dirty money. You can't be isolationist and hold on to your sovereignty and say, screw you to the rest of the world. They want to kill themselves, let them kill themselves. You defend your nation. You put your military, your Navy that is, in the Pacific and in the Atlantic, where the Laurentian Abyss is, where the Continental Ridge is. You don't allow anyone to invade you. We got good neighbors to the north. The Canadians are great. To hell with those Mexicans. Until they get their shit together, they're just as bad as the rest of the world. We don't have allies. Trust me, we don't have any allies in the world. They're laughing and happy that the America that once was is no more and is falling fast. I was told that online. Those motherfuckers are laughing and cheering. They're the UN New World Order. Now there are decent people in Europe and in other nations, but the governments, they're all tied together. New World Order bastards. They need to be eliminated. Even if it takes civil war to do it. What do you think's going on in the Middle East right now? It's secular versus theocrat. It's Sunni versus Shia. You got revolts in China and in Russia. They're not full-blown civil wars like what's going on in the Middle East, but they're getting there. Some Europeans are fed up with the idea of Eurasia. Because they see these goddamn governments laughing and say, oh, America's going down the toilet. At last we win. The government is trying to force the American people into civil war. They're pushing and they're shoving. And when this whole financial situation comes crashing down, they will initiate martial law. And it'll be like Nazi Germany. They'll kill anyone who isn't worth anything, who doesn't serve their cause, who isn't able to be good shepherd. Stand up and fight for your nation. Take it back. Incarcerate the politicians and the elites. The Liberty Amendments are the answer. Read the book. Prepare for the Civil War. Because even if you may not want it, it's coming. Money is the root of all evil. Governments are to not be trusted and to not be placed in power for more than 12 years. And a leader is not to be trusted and not to be placed in power for more than 8 years. Lest he himself become a Nazi piece of garbage. The fortress may be crumbled, but we will rise again. We have to be willing to stop it. If you are in the military and you see the evil that is happening, then it's time to make a stand. The cashless society of Jesus Christ is the answer. Not the devil's mark, the beast. And I'm not a religious cuckoo now. Time for something new, something better. Capitalism has failed. Communism has failed. Read your Bible. Jesus Christ had it figured out. Brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of God. The accumulation of things is evil. And that's it for this week.